Action.
Hi, I'm here with Miss Joita Sen, the Director and Head of Marketing and Design of Senco Gold and Diamonds. I would like to start off by asking you what are some of the core principles that you as a person and as an entrepreneur abide by?
The first is that being true to the vision that you have for yourself. That is one. Second is the work that you do, there must be honesty and transparency in the work which I do. That is, I believe in that really strongly. And also, another thing is to be as humane as possible in the dealings with which I do my business. So, these are more or less a few of the principles which I strongly believe in.
So, what is the best business advice that you have received and would like to share to the people watching?
Since we are in the business of jewelry retail, the best business advice which I have received is that your customer is your God, and that whatever your customer needs and wants is what you have to fulfill, and that is what your service to your customer is.
Oh wow. So right now there is the jewelry market in which you obviously have a huge stake in. It's changing that from diamonds it's going more towards lab grown than natural diamonds. So what is your take in it?
Diamonds, both are real diamonds. One is made in a lab, one is made with nature. Both will have its own place. It depends on the customer and their preference. But definitely, I feel that lab grown diamonds over time will get a bigger market share. This is my opinion from whatever data we see today.
And what makes you, so you are the head of marketing and design, so what type of designs or designs that you approve, so why do you approve those type of designs, and how do you think that people will appeal to those specific ones as compared to competitors?
Senco is all about designs because we are always anticipating a trend before it happens, and there are market, these trends trackers which are there. So only if you are able to understand those trackers and you have the finger on the pulse. So before a trend emerges, we already know what the emerging trend will be. There are forecasts. So we approve those, and of course jewelry is this is one aspect which is trend based jewelry. The other is also traditional jewelry. So each community of India has their own culturally significant designs which they can connect with. So those are time tested, and over generation they love it. So sometimes you innovate on those and sometimes you leave it as it is. That is one option, and the other is the trend based jewelry. So it really depends on what the product is and what the trend and the customer demand is. So like I said, customer demands everything. So you have to provide as per customer what they want.
Yeah, that's really insightful. So what is one thing about the market of jewelry that somebody realizes only after they have been continuously been at it for multiple years?
So the jewelry industry, from the time at least I have started my career, has been constantly volatile and has constantly kept all jewelers on their toes, and has been a market which has changed every year literally. So the only name of the game is innovation, and innovate with not just technology but the kind of designs, the service, every aspect of retail that you can think of to cater to your customer. The platforms from physical is gone to digital. So at every point, as the market has demanded, you have to be flexible enough to maneuver the new changes and new demands. So that is what I have noticed in the jewelry retail industry. You have to be open and quick to identify those trends, be innovative and move with the times.
Oh wow. So if you had any specific piece of advice to somebody watching this, what would it be? That something you've maybe acquired from your years as a successful entrepreneur. So what would it be?
So this is part of your first question. So one of my basic principle of business has been innovation, to innovate. Without innovation, there can be no progress. And as market demands, you must be agile enough to adapt to that new market, and you must always be one step ahead of your competitor by being innovative. So that is my the principle I live by, and that's my mantra and advice to anyone.
So I'll be wrapping up the interview. So I wanted to ask you, jewelry market is one of the most highly contested ones in India. How do you as a brand keep ahead, and as you said using trend trackers, does it really help you keep one step ahead of the competition?
You see, jewelry is also about goodwill and transparency, which is tested over time, which is equal to trust. So that trust is what keeps you ahead of your competitors. Also, the innovation that you bring to your customers, because you're constantly looking for something new, and jewelry means designs. So always being innovative with the service, with the designs, everything. So knowing your customers, understanding the market, and giving them what they want before they want it. That is the name of the game.
Oh, thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Thank you so much.